Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Gear Basics. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit about a new product for 2013 I'm really excited about. This is the Printstone Viz headlamp. Printstone is a longtime industry leader manufacturer of headlamps. All their products are made in the USA and they're all lifetime guaranteed. A few of the things I really like about the Viz, apart from its low profile and lightweight, has a lot of the features that we've come to expect from top quality headlamps and some that you don't see too commonly and that are really, really great ideas. I wanted to go over a few of the specs of the headlamp. It is 150 lumen light, which makes it a good deal brighter than a lot of the ones out there on the market, especially anywhere near the price of this lamp. It comes in at about 92 grams, which is right about 3¼ ounces, so it's quite lightweight and slim and low profile. It's not bulky on top of your head. You don't feel the weight when the lamp is on. It's got an IPX7 waterproof rating, which for us normal humans means that it'll withstand an accidental submersion in about 3 feet of water for around 30 minutes or so. A couple of the other features I really like about this headlamp that I haven't seen on too many, or if any others, one of them is lockout mode, which is a really useful thing that a lot of people wouldn't consider. What that basically does is if I push the button 3 times really quickly in succession, it will flash red 3 times, which lets me know it's in lockout mode. Once it's in lockout mode, just simply pushing the button is not going to turn the lamp on. Why would you want it to do that? Well, the simple answer is headlamps have a nasty habit of turning on inside your backpack if the button gets pressed. Things jostle around in your pack, and all of a sudden you go to use it that night and the batteries are ripped through, and maybe you didn't bring any batteries because you weren't intending on, maybe you're only out for a weekend. So I really appreciate that the lockout mode function is in place, and to get it off of there, you simply once press it 3 times again, the red light will flash and let you know that it's good to go again. I wanted to go over kind of the switch functions because if you go through and read the instructions, they're fairly easy and kind of intuitive once you learn how it works. But if you were to just take it out brand new out of the packaging, out of the backcountry, it might be a little confusing for you, especially in the dark trying to use it for the first time. So turn it off here and start from scratch. The way that it works, you push once, you're going to get red light. If you push it twice, you'll get the max bright white. If it's off, and you push and hold the button, it actually has a dimmer function, which is really cool because you don't always need the most light your headlamp can provide. In fact, often it's more light than you really need around the campsite or in the tent especially. So I really appreciate that you have the option to push and start your dimmer and then just let go of the button when you get to the desired light level. When you go through that dimmer, you'll see that you push and it'll get brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it'll flash when it actually gets to the point where it's reached its brightest capacity on that mode. I think that was a really, really good idea. Some of the reasons you'd want dimmer light, of course, around the campsite, conserve battery energy, or if you're in a situation where you don't need much light, say it's a full moon and you're just trying to light something up quickly to fill your water bottle or cook some food or something. Also, of course, I like to read in the tent, so I appreciate having a nice dim light that isn't so bright on a white page and can really kind of hurt your eyes. For that matter, the red setting, a lot of people are curious about. Red light has a few unique properties that really make it wise to put in headlamps. Number one, it doesn't cause your pupils to constrict as much as white light does. So if you've been out all night and kind of developing your night vision, you can see pretty well in the dark anyway, the red light won't immediately cut off the night vision that you've developed. In fact, it'll keep it relatively constant so that you're not basically wasting all that time you've spent getting your night vision tuned out in the dark. Another good thing about red light is if you do like to read in the tent, it's much easier on the eyes to have a red light on a white page of a book rather than a white light on a hot white page, which can be really, really hard on the eyes and make you tired more quickly. Another really cool feature about this headlamp is a low battery life indicator. Although it does pretty well with burn time and with batteries, it's important to note that when you have the lamp off and your batteries are below 20% of their capacity, the red light that's built into the switch on the top will actually begin to flash, and it'll do that for about 12 hours to make sure you notice that you're low on battery. But even still, when the batteries are at 10% charge, this lamp is still brighter than the full moon. Like I was saying, the Viz is powered using 3 AAA batteries. Most commonly you're going to be using alkaline batteries, but this one, like I said, is actually capable of using lithium batteries or even rechargeable nickel cadmium or nickel metal hydride batteries. It's important to remember when installing or replacing your batteries, be mindful of the polarity of the battery and don't install them backward. That could damage the circuitry of your headlamp. And also never mix chemical types of batteries. You wouldn't want to put lithiums and alkaline in, and you wouldn't want to use or mix old and new batteries. All these things can be harmful to your headlamp, so it's worth avoiding doing any of that. Always install new, fresh batteries into the compartment. Speaking of which, they've made that really easy to do. It's just a simple screw catch on the back of the lamp that will open, and you'll have just the 3 spots in there to put them in, along with the really tight waterproof gasket around the entire casing of the headlamp. It's also worth noting when you do change your batteries, you want to make sure that that's free of any sort of dust or debris, because that can compromise the waterproofness of your headlamp and could potentially let water in. I also want to go over some of the features of the lamp. Some of them are pretty common to any headlamp nowadays, but some of them I've not really seen before, and I think were really good ideas. The tilt on the headlamp has got a really wide range of tilt, which can help, especially if you're standing on a cold belay or not craning your neck up so far to light up a climbing route. And similarly, it'll tilt way down so you can light up right in front of your feet while you're hiking on an uneven trail, or where there might be roots or undergrowth or rocks that could cause you to stumble or trip. So it's nice to have such a wide degree of adjustment angle, obviously to make sure you can light correctly for the situation that you're in. Another thing I really appreciate about Princetontek headlamps is they do a really good job with the strap. Where a lot of them, just find something that's cheap and relatively effective, Princetontek really obviously pays attention to the details. This has a huge range of adjustment for all different types of heads and sizes of heads, but also importantly to be able to fit easily over a helmet when it's fully extended. But it'll also tighten down all the way to the size where it would fit on a child's head. So you can really get one headlamp that's adjustable for pretty much anybody to wear, including somebody wearing a big bulky helmet. So in conclusion, I don't think it's a coincidence that casual campers and backpackers to outdoor industry professionals and guides and mountaineers and even U.S. Special Forces trust Princetontek headlamps. They're made in the USA, they're lifetime warranted. I appreciate that a company like that stands behind their product, and when it comes right down to it, feature for feature, ounce for ounce, dollar for dollar, this is truly one of the best values out there right now where headlamps are concerned. It's new for 2013 and it's available now. Another really cool thing, it's pretty dark out here tonight, and we shot this entire video lit by just 2 Princetontek Viz headlamps. Thanks for watching Gear Basics. Take it easy.